Being an immigrant, people often think immigration is not a black issue. It is. So TPS, temporary protected status, is a program built to support immigrants. And so when they arrive here, it gives them an opportunity to get a driver's license, give them an opportunity to get a work permit. Haiti has been paying for the rebellion of 1804. The U.S. has put a foot on Haiti's neck and made them pay. And so the economy is unstable. You got gangs fighting against each other. You have the president being assassinated. So they're leaving this behind to come here. And when they come here, this is where they're facing. A very good friend of mine in South Florida, she has TPS for a long time, was trying to adjust her status to become a green card holder, but it just was incredibly difficult and very, very expensive. Like my husband, he arrived here at the age of 2 years old. He found himself in a situation where he was accused of a crime. He was later pardoned, and ICE used this crime to try to deport him. And we see this all the time. Unfortunately, now this is their home, and to uproot them after investing 10, 15, 20 years into this country is really wild that the United States is looking to pluck them out of their community and put them back in their country, which is still unstable, and tell them, hey, this is considered temporary, but not finding a pathway to allow them to stay. We have not stopped fighting. What it's going to take is organizing. Put your hand to the plow. It's going to take all of us. That's how we get things done. That's how our ancestors were able to win, and we're going to continue to win. We're not going to give up. We're not going anywhere. Hands off TPS Haitians and Syrians. Hands off TPS.
This is not a Black American issue. This is not our issue. This is simply people who have had temporary protected status. They are doing everything they can to fight to keep that status. It was a temporary status. It was intended to be just that. It was for an earthquake back in 2010, but it's over. It was met with its termination and upheld by our highest court in the land. And she is in this video saying a bunch of outlandish things. We've done something to them. They're paying us over, I guess, like reparations or something. That was to France. That's a deal they made. We don't owe these folks anything. You know, she's saying that we sort of do by default based on that, which is just highly inaccurate. And what's happened in that country over decades and decades of corruption and gangs and assassinations, it needs to be addressed. The folks of that land have to address it. We do not owe these folks, you know, and neither do they owe us anything. Be sovereign. Get your government and affairs under control. Get the gangs out, right? What about the women and children, you know, left there to eat literally dirt cookies? There's a famine issue. There's a water issue. Stop making this a Black American issue. We have our own fights here. We have our own issues that are long overdue that we are addressing. We don't need these distractions from these types of, you know, coalitions or whatever they are, to try to get you to come on board and help. Guys, we got to stay focused. Please don't follow behind this. Keep waking folks up and keep letting them know what's going on. This is a massive orchestration, right? It's a massive orchestration. Everyone's in on it. But I wanted to share that with you guys to kind of illustrate the pressure that they're going to push on us. It's something that is not new. They are willing to fight, put that fight into keeping a temporary situation versus addressing the long-term situation. Be sovereign, be the warriors that you said you guys were in 1804. That's how I feel about it. If you're that, go confront the corruption that's happening in your government and get your land and take it back. Take it over for your future, for your descendants. Our ancestors had the right enough mind to do that for us. And we're going to put our focus there. This is not our issue. Be honest, not offended.